going back to the Minish camp. Gotta try and find a few more heart pieces yet. Still missing a couple. By now I should have all 20 heart containers. So, yeah. Alright. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let's see, did I get that one? Can't remember. Don't care about the gold Tektite. No, I didn't want to do that. Not yet, anyway. Oh, goody. Here we go again. Like an old B.J. Thomas song, raindrops keep falling on my head. Only in this case, it's boulder rocks keep falling on my head. Ow! Okay, I did get that one. Which ones am I missing then? Dang it. Tempted to look up a heart piece guide for this. Normally I don't do that. If I was just playing it on my own, you know, I wouldn't bother, but as it is, I'd probably end up doing an episode or two of just looking for heart pieces that I missed along the way. Yeah. Let's see, where else? Got the one from the Minish village. The last video. Oh, you start from there anyways. Use kinstones with somebody to open that portal. Open that Minish-sized cave entrance. Did that on the last video. Did I get this one? Yep, I got it. Out of my way, putz. No, not that house. This is here, so I'm pretty sure I went up there and got that. Yeah, figured. I mean, if this was here and I didn't go up and get what's up there, you know, what the heck was I thinking? Oh, great. Well, which ones did I miss? Again, by now I should have all 20 heart containers. Still missing 2. Seven heart pieces still unaccounted for. But which ones? While I'm at it, as long as I'm looking for all of the heart pieces, I noticed just by walking around, there's that there off to the right there, that log that's still blocking my path. There's that one over there to the left a little ways. Obviously haven't done all the kinstone fusions yet either. bomb wall down there is just for a fairy fountain. Actually, I'd better go check just to be sure. So obviously, my memory of this game ain't as detailed as I'd like to think, or I'd have all of the heart pieces by now. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I was right. Um, got all the ones in town. Anyways, oop, went too far over. Dang it. Go back. And I'm gonna need that. Okay. Yeah, Tingle. Never gonna happen, dude. 13. Wow. I've only done 87 out of 100. Okay. Still got a long way to go on that, too. Oh, what? Damn it, what heart pieces am I missing? Again. Well. Did all that. Besides, that was just for an empty bottle anyway, not for a heart piece. Which is better, empty bottles. Heart pieces are good, but empty bottles put potions in. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that's not the right one anyway, but I'm pretty sure I went over there and got that as soon as I could. After the second dungeon and getting that cane item in the first place. Yeah, I thought so. Didn't think I'd overlook that. Oh, even speaking of that area up there. That's just fairies. Yeah, okay, got. I think I've been in here yet, though. Oh, maybe I have. Oh, okay. Well, there's one. Okay. One down, 6 to go. Oh, those things. Oh, okay. Ow, you dirty. Come here, dude. Hit me, will ya? Anything else in this cave? Oh, there's that. No big deal. Of course, I suppose I could do that figurine thing, get all 130 of those. I don't. Actually, yeah, that's another one of the heart pieces I'm missing. That's right. For all 130 figurines, you get a heart, or you get access to a heart piece. Okay, so there's 5 still. suppose. Since I'm trying to go for the 100% bit. Me and my completionist impulses. Could just end the game right now, go back to Dark Hyrule Castle, conclude this series, but yeah, me and my completionist obsessions. See, at this point, it really doesn't matter too much yet, yeah, since I've barely done anything with this. I mean, got a few of them when it first became a possibility after Dungeon 2, after getting the cane and being able to get to this side of town. Did the first few just to show this procedure, and I haven't touched this side quest since then. As I mentioned in that video, this whole sequence is annoying. You gotta go through the same dialogue every time. All 130. You think after 5 or 6 at the most they'd get the idea. Okay, they get the idea here. They don't need to be told every time. But then again, you know, Zelda developers' opinions of their gaming fans must be very low anyways. I mean, like I've mentioned in many other Zelda-related videos, look at how many times you find the key. You found the key. Use it to unlock a door. No shit, Sherlock. I didn't think I was going to pick my nose with it. They actually have to tell you that you use a key to unlock a door. Not just once or twice, but every single time you find one throughout the entire game. So yeah, Zelda developers must think we're all stupid. I mean, fine, you like your tutorials, I can understand that. Again, once or twice, maybe 3 times. After that, forget it. If you can't figure it out by then, that's your problem. Anyways. But yeah, you have to set through this dialogue every time. Good God. At this point, I could probably go with just, you know, like that, 96% chance. Since I have very few figurines to speak of in the first place, the chance of getting one I already have is a possibility, yes, but a very low percentage possibility. Of course, watch, just because I said that, it's gonna happen. How much you want to bet? Okay, guess not. Good. Of course, the more of these you get, the more you want to spend extra shells to increase that percentage. Because otherwise, you will probably end up wasting time and shells on getting ones you already have. Yeah. Such is the way of collectibles. A lesson I learned as a 7-year-old kid in 1978 trying to get, well, some small card company in 1978 published a 66 card Elvis card set. And like I've said in many Elvis videos, well, many Elvis conversations before, as a 6-year-old kid through allowance money and whatnot, I was able to get all 66 cards except for card number 45. And trying to get that card took forever. I get doubles, triples, quadruples of the cards I already had, but that one specific one, no. Then a few years later with football cards, 1982, 1983, 1984, 85, 86, 87, trying to get the Joe Montana card for that year's set. Was always easier said than done. The only reason I mention that is because that's what this reminds me of. If you do this without spending extra shells to increase that percentage, you end up with, eventually get to a point where you end up with a lot of figurines you already have. Just, just like me back in the day of collecting cards. Saw them in the last dungeon. Alright, edit the rest of this out. Of course, at least with these, like he says, every time you get a new one, or at some point during that process, you can view the ones you have over here. So, at least with these, point to this being, at least with these, they tell you how many you have versus how many you still need, without having to go talk to somebody like Tinko for the Kidstone Fusion process side quest. Or the only way you'll find out how many, unless you've been keeping track on, like a piece of paper or something, or in your head actually keeping track, the only way you'll find out is to go talk to Tinko. Here they actually tell you, so at least that's nice. Yeah, I still got a long way to go. Of course, this one's kind of on me. I should have been doing, if I was even remotely interested in trying to get all of these, I should have been doing them, every so often, starting just after the second dungeon when this was unlockable to begin with. After every dungeon or after every visit to town, come back here and get a couple more. Well, actually, you think if you start doing this right away, as I should have on this playthrough, there's like rough guessing a dozen of them. Dozen and a half that are available at first, based on enemies and people that you've encountered up to that point in the game, theoretically speaking. Then after every dungeon, he updates that list to include people and enemies from that dungeon in that area. So yeah, if you come here, if you come here after every dungeon and get as many of them that are available at that time, this whole side quest isn't as long and tedious then, because you're spreading it out over the course of the entire playthrough. But me, I wasn't even going to do this until I realized just now that there is one of the heart pieces involved for getting all of these figurines, so yeah. Since I want all of the heart pieces, guess I get to do this after all. Even though I was just going to skip this for this playthrough. This is going to take a while. Oh, don't be so picky. Eh. Mini boss. In both level 1 and 4. Want to? No. But to get all emphasis on that 3-letter word, all of the heart pieces, I kind of have to. Want to or not? Again, with emphasis. If it wasn't for the fact that there's a heart piece involved in this, I wouldn't even be bothering with this side quest. Just to have figurines of, yeah, big deal. And you get one prize at the end. I mean, come on, at least with the Sculptula tokens in Ocarina of Time, you got prizes for 10 of them, for 20 of them, for 30 of them, for 40 of them, for 50 of them, and for all 100. So there was 6 different prizes in total along the way. Here, there's just the one heart piece at the very end of it all. I mean, sure, if you want to consider this a prize, you can sit here and look at this, which kind of doubles as an in-game bestiary of sorts, I guess you could make an argument for, but that's if you have them all. Since it does include enemies and even the bosses of the dungeons. Once you get those figurines, of course. Anyways, I would have to, as much as I love this game overall, I would have to say this is one of the more pointless side quests in Zelda history. I mean, some would argue the Korok seeds, because there's 900 of them, and along those regards, I'd be inclined to agree. But at least with them, after you get enough of them, you can trade them in for extra weapon, you know, sword, shield, or what was the other one? Bowl carrying capability. So you get more than just one prize for all. Granted, I've never collected all 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild, but from what I've heard from those who have, the final prize is kind of a stinker, trying to keep this PG rated, remember? I mean, I could think of a more vulgar word to use for it, but yeah. They could have come up with a better prize for collecting all 900 of them than they did. But at least there you get multiple prizes throughout the entire sequence or whatever. Not just that one prize at the end and that's it. Nothing else along the way. Like here, setting through this same dialogue all 130 times just to get a heart piece at the end. Yeah. Whoop-de-doo-doo. And yes, like I mentioned already, the tediousness of this is kind of my own fault for putting this off so long. Yes, I'm willing to accept some of the responsibility and some of the blame for this playthrough, yes. But still, that doesn't change the fact that whether you do it in intervals, whenever you have a chance to, or you're dumb enough like me to wait until the end of the game practically, either way, it doesn't change the fact that you go through all this and you just get the one heart piece at the end and that's it. Actually, there is one other item, but big deal. Music box, I think it is, if I recall correctly. Where you can play some of the tunes, some of the game's music tracks or something, kind of like one of those bonus prizes towards the end of Portrait of Ruin. The record player and those extra records you get from like the boss rush mode in that game. Where you can sit there and listen to the soundtrack pieces, and I'm thinking, well, that's kind of a unique idea, but as long as I'm playing the game, if I want to hear that area's soundtrack, I could just warp over to that area and play it that way. I mean, why do I need this? The only way that would be useful is if I could play it outside of the game. You know, like just right now, just put it on and play it without having even booted up the game at all. Joy Butterfly. Yeah, like I commented on in that earlier video. I think they could have came up with a better name for these things, the Joy Butterflies. How desperate for names, or what kind of deadline pressure were they under when they came up with that name? Again, want to? No. But kind of have to if I want all of the heart pieces. You know, that's the tricky that's the trick question. W-A-N-T. Want to. It's like when they ask you that in the Ocarina of Time Bomb Chew Bowling Alley minigame. Want to play again? No, not at all. But I want the heart piece and I want the bomb bag upgrade. So I kind of have to, whether I want to or not. Yeah. Yeah, I hate those things. They got me like, what, 2 or 3 or maybe 4 times in that last dungeon? Slowly getting through this. The Carpenters, Karen and Richard? No. What? Like I wasn't going to make that reference. I mean, come on. The Carpenters. Seriously, like I was going to let that pass by without making that reference. I mean, come on. They're definitely not a heavy metal hard rock band, and well, their career did last into the early 80s before Karen died in 1983, but, so yeah. But still, they are one of my favorite groups, duos. Like I wasn't going to make that reference. Come on. One more for now, since I am at the half-hour mark for this video. that's where I'll end this video. Get the rest of them between episodes. By the time I start the next one, I'll have all 130 of them. Yeah. Until then, yeah. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.